It's time to review the Uncanny X-Men Cyclops! Hey guys, me your host, Supersolo, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Cyclops. So like I was stating, this is from his Uncanny X-Men / X-Factor days. But it was the X-Factor after the Apocalypse storyline. Apocalypse was the main bad guy in the sort of X-Factor series. The X-Factor series originally brought together the original X-Men, so Angel, Beast, Jean Grey, Iceman, and Cyclops. And then later on added some of the newer sort of New Mutants and Polaris and Havoc. So it was really cool, and I'm guessing that's why we're getting Polaris and that later on in that same costume, because that's from that same era. So I'm very excited to open this, guys. This is the Uncanny X-Men's Cyclops. But before we go ahead and rip open this packaging and ruin it forever, let's take a look at the card itself. So let's go to the desk cam so you guys can see that. Alright guys, so here he is. It's Cyclops from his X-Factor costume days. After just defeating Apocalypse, he got granted this new costume by a designer, which was white instead of the yellow with the dark metallic blue, and it looks pretty sick. I love this costume, and this is the reason I think why we're getting some more X-Factor members real soon, including Polaris and Havoc, in their classic costumes of that same era. And of course we're getting a bunch of New Mutants as well, so we're going to be able to finish off our New Mutants collection. They were originally seen in X-Factor, and yeah, it should be really cool. So I'm really excited to see what they all look like side by side when we've got the whole collection together. But until then, we've got Cyclops with his laser light eyes. So these are based on a series from when I was a kid, the Uncanny X-Men. They were about 4 inches in height, and these were action figures from back in the day. They've been re-released on old style cardback for the 80th anniversary year. And of course these are based upon the old Uncanny X-Men series that you will remember from being a kid if you were a 90s kid like me. And if we turn over the packaging as well, you can see that we've got all the other figures in the wave. We have reviewed all of them now except Dazzler, so if you haven't seen my other reviews, please go check out. I did Storm, Iceman, and I've also done Wolverine and Silver Samurai in the same review because they're from the same comic. And then over here we've got Cyclops' little bio, along with a little write-up here with a nice artist rendering that states, Cyclops has mutant energy optic blasts so powerful that they can smash through solid steel. He can make the beam so small that he can pass through a keyhole without touching the sides, or so wide that they can cover space the size of a football field. I've been trying to dig out my Jean Grey all morning so I can make him go Jean, but I haven't been able to find her, so you're going to have to grin and bear with me. But I did manage to find his brother Havoc on my journeys, so Havoc will be in this review as well. But let's crack him up in the packaging, guys, and take him out, because I'm so excited. Alright, guys, so let's break him out of the packaging. I'm really excited. My hair is all over the place today. What is going on there? I just caught a glimpse of myself in the camera then. So guys, this is going to be the last review I'll be doing on the X-Men for a little while. Dazzler will be waiting a little bit, I'm afraid. Like I said before, I'm not a massive fan of Dazzler. Her storyline's never interested me, and that costume that she's got, I believe, is from when she was in the Mojo-verse, and we didn't really see her much in that era, if I remember rightly. But, yeah, I will do her review at a later date, I'm sorry to say, because I have got some new and wonderful stuff to review. So, tomorrow when you tune in, guys, you will be seeing a toy hunt and haul. And we do all in one big video, so it's going to be quite a long one tomorrow for you. But it will be a full hunt and haul, and the haul, guys, you are not going to want to miss. We've got some new and awesome goodies. And again, you'll be getting 2 videos tomorrow, because we'll have the hunt and haul, followed by a review, because I don't think I can wait to get the review out that I want to do. It's a shame they didn't give us a single Cyclops without any effects. They both got effects. Would have been nice to have had a Cyclops head in this style without a beam or without any form of like the red, but that's just me. So we just pop that packaging back together. Remember guys, before you get mad about me ruining the card backs and stuff, remember guys, I unbox things so you don't have to. That's always the motto of my channel. If you're a card back keeper and you want to keep these bad boys on display, that's the whole point of my reviews. You check them out so you don't have to open yours. Right. The usual problem with Cyclops, he still can't quite touch. That double hinge elbow doesn't work as much as you would like it to. Oh, come on, Psyche. That's as good as you're going to get. That's a shame. But still, it's Cyclops, guys. We've finally got another Cyclops in the series. So, let's take a look at him first of all. There's the head sculpt. It's quite nice. Like I said, I wish he didn't come with the static beams. I wish he'd come with a standard face. I'm not sure how easy those things would be to remove and repaint. So it would have been nice, like I said, to have a static one. This isn't a classic Cyclops by any means, I don't think. It's not one of my favourites anyway. I prefer the classic Jim Lee one. But that's become so hard to get hold of now, so hopefully when we get that re-release of the Cyclops 3-pack with Jean Grey, it might knock some of those scalper prices down a little bit. But there is some paint issues with this one. There is a lot of bleeding into the white. That's always a problem when you have a white paintwork. You're always going to get the bleeding issues. And some of the pegs are a little bit loose. We've just taken them out of the packaging, so that's a bit disconcerting. But the head is on a ball joint, so you can make him look down, as well as all the way up. Obviously, you can move him left and right. His arms do lift up at that top hinge there and do rotate, which is nice. There's a double hinge elbow there. Not that it really does much because of the bicep. It's a little bit too large, but it can rotate at the bicep hinge. And there's also the hand is on a rocker and pivot. You can crunch him forwards quite a bit, as well as backwards, which is nice. And there's also the break at the hips there, so you can rotate them. His legs do lift out all the way, as well as forwards and backwards a bit, with a top thigh cut, double hinge knee there. There is a boot cut there as well, which is nice, and a rocket and pivot in the feet. So some of the paintwork issues that I noticed, like obviously there's some blue in the white, white in the blue. There's multiple paint issues and warping throughout the paintwork, which is a pain. But it still looks pretty good. It's mainly noticeable like up here on the arm where the white has got a big blue mark. That annoys me. We can't quite get his hand up to do the optic blast. So let's try the secondary head out. There's his secondary head with a bit more of a grimacing face. And of course, this is the one that you put the optic beam into. We'll do that on desk cam in just a moment. But I like that face on him. It actually looks pretty cool. It looks angry and aggressive and looks like he's in the middle of a fight. So that's the face you want to be using, really, with or without the beam. So you can kind of get him like that. So it looks like he's kind of doing it. I'm trying to warp the plastic a little bit more, but it's not working. I'm trying to bend it into position, but it's having none of it. That's kind of what you're going to get, guys. But let's go to the desk cam where you can get an up-close person look at Cyclops. You will see what I mean, and take a look for yourselves at this awesome figure. So let's go to the desk cam! So here is Cyclops out of the packaging, guys. Looking pretty sick as always. Like I said, some paint issues on the figure. Like if we zoom in a little bit there, you can see it on his head. If the camera's going to play fair today. Nope. But yeah, there is some paint issues, some warping and things like that. But it's still a nice figure nonetheless. Like I said, this is the era of sort of the Apocalypse and X Factor from that series. So that's where this costume comes from. So I know a lot of people kind of ask where this comes from, because obviously on the box it says the Uncanny X-Men, but that's kind of the line of series overall, whereas X Factor was the actual comic this is from him. As far as I can remember anyway. People always are a bit more into the comics than me and always find out little information that I forgot about. So I hope that's, all the right information for you, but I'm pretty sure it is as far as I'm aware. I did do a little bit of a quick read up as well, and the X Factor comic was mentioned. And of course, when looking at X Factor images online of Cyclops, that's when you start seeing the Polaris and Havoc pictures pop up in that new style that we're getting in the 2-pack coming up very soon. So that's going to be really cool to see them all together. And of course, they've still got the other version as well that I got from the 3-pack. Sorry, the 2-pack with Phoenix. And he had the same issue. He couldn't quite touch his visor either. Just give me a second. There we go, there's them side by side. I'm going to have to keep just warping the arm like I did with this one, just casually bending it more and more and more so that it eventually does stay in that kind of position, or I can get back to it. This plastic's still pretty new and elastic, so it's going to keep pulling away from the head. But yeah, that was the kind of image I was going for. So yeah, there they are side by side, guys. What do you think? This is still my favourite one, hands down. I love this version. So yeah, the new Cyclops is okay, but it's not my favourite. But the best thing about this Cyclops is the ridiculously big beam that he can fire out of his eyes. Obviously, that's a cool effect. I quite like that. It is quite a cheap plastic little effect, but it works, doesn't it? So yeah, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Is that little effect piece good for you? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. Oh no, he's falling over! Damn you, Cyclops. So what are your thoughts on this Cyclops? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, please make sure you smash the subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out and helps us keep making awesome videos. Don't forget to tune in next time where we'll be doing a major toy hunt and haul, and I can't wait for you guys to see what comes in that haul. But thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye!